This is Advent of Code 2020, day 1. In the previous video, we solved part 1 of the challenge, and now we're going to take a look at part 2 and see if we can earn a second gold star for the day. So part 2 looks pretty similar to part 1. We've got that same list of numbers that we grabbed up here, wherever the list was. Not saying the link for it now, but here's the puzzle input. So this same input that we're going to be working with. And the difference, though, is we will need to find 3 numbers in the expense report that also sum up to 2020. So instead of finding 2 numbers in our list that sum up to that, we're going to find 3. And then we'll multiply those 3, and the result of that multiplication is what we'll plug in to the input down here. So let's jump over to the terminal. So we've got our part 1, and I think we can reuse most of that. So I'm just going to copy part 1 to part 2.ruby. And let's take a look. So we still got our input there. Here's our solution of part 1, and we just need to, I guess at least naively, add in a third loop, right, to introduce a third input from the input list and see if we can work towards a solution that way. So I still want to skip out of the current input if x and y are equal. So I'll leave that above, and then right below it I'll drop down and open up another iteration of input using, again, each with index. And we'll call this input 3 and z. And then we'll close it there. We'll indent all of that. Now, similar to this line, we're going to have a couple conditions where we're going to want to break out. So I'd say next if x equals z, because we don't want we don't want to have our condition for our solution be one where we're comparing input 1 to itself because of the way the problem is defined. So we'll jump out of the loop if that's the case, and then likewise with y equals z. If either of those are true, we'll just skip out. Otherwise, we'll print a dot to show that we're making some progress, and then I think we can just add input 3 into our guard clause here. So if those sum up to 2020, then we won't drop out of the loop. We'll hit our throw, which will feed this answer to the catch, and then we can print out our answer down here. So I think more or less we've got a solution here. The thing that I'm concerned about is, so when we did the 2 loops, we had about 200 items, and we were basically iterating over that list in a nested fashion, like in a doubly nested fashion, which means we could have up to 40,000 iterations. Well, now that we're having like a triple nesting of the list, we have to multiply by 200 again. So we'd have up to 8 million iterations. So I don't have a great sense of how quickly we can process through those and find a solution. But, I'm on a beefy 2019 era MacBook Pro, so we'll we'll at least give it a shot. So quit out of there. We'll run Ruby part 2. Oh, wow. We are, well, we processed a ton of things on the list, but we did find a solution. So let's copy that and take a look, see if that works. All right, that was the right answer. We got another gold star. That's 2 for the day. That's awesome. Maybe we'll have another video tomorrow working through day 2. Thanks for watching.